How y'all doing? This is Rob Burnham here for Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm reviewing Highlander Season 1, Episode 8. What happens on this week's episode, Duncan is coming back from the grocery, and he keeps dropping stuff out of his bag, so he picks it up, and he winds up getting hit by a hit-and-run car from somebody who mugged a man and stole this guy's car. So Duncan gets rushed to the hospital. Well, if you know Highlander and you know Duncan, he's an immortal, so he gets up out of the hospital and checks himself out. Well, the doctor that was overseeing him wants to know why. Come to find out, this doctor has checked people out of the hospital before and they wind up missing because this doctor did experiments on them. And he captures Duncan and starts experimenting on Duncan and finds out that he's an immortal and he can heal himself. Well, Duncan's able to get free and he's able to get away from the doctor, and he's on affected by morphine, and he finds a place to crash for the night. And while this is happening, the doctor's nurse calls the doctor and says that she's going to tell the medical board that all these people have been missing if he doesn't tell her what's going on. So the doctor winds up killing his nurse and pinning it on Duncan because he was driving Duncan's black T-Bird when he killed the nurse. And she got a picture off right before she died because the camera, they accidentally hit the camera whenever he killed her or whatever. So Duncan comes to and he finds out that he's wanted for murder, and him, Tessa, and Richie try to figure out what happened to this woman. And then Duncan goes in the ocean and finds the camera and takes it to this camera guy. They're able to develop what was in the camera, and the last picture is out of focus. So Duncan uses a program on the computer to bring it back in focus and sees a person's hand with this ring with this Greek lettering on it or whatever. And he tracks it down to a medical field of doctors or whatever. And then he knows that this is the doctor that treated him is the one that did this. So he goes after the doctor. And at this point, the doctor's done captured the news anchor that's been following Duncan this whole series and is about to kill her, but Duncan gets there in time. And through the struggle, the doctor winds up dying, and then Duncan gets cleared of murder and is free to go. And that's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Duncan is free of the murder charge of the nurse, what's going to happen next time? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, GG's awesome. This has been another episode of Richard TV 91. See you next time.